On this day in history, September 29, Pompey the Great, one of Rome's most famous military and political leaders, celebrated his third triumph on his 45th birthday on September 29, 61 BC. The triumph was a grand military parade held to commemorate his victories over the pirates in the Mediterranean and his successful conclusion of the Mithridatic Wars, which saw the defeat of Mithridates VI of Pontus. Pompey's conquest solidified Roman control over vast territories, including parts of the eastern Mediterranean and the Levant, contributing significantly to the expansion of the Roman Republic. Holy Roman Emperor Frederick II was excommunicated by Pope Gregory IX on September 29, 1227, for failing to participate in the Crusades, despite his promises. This was during the investiture controversy, which was a conflict between the papacy and secular rulers over the appointment of bishops and other church officials. Frederick had delayed his crusade multiple times, citing illness and political issues, which frustrated the Pope. Despite his excommunication, Frederick eventually embarked on a crusade in 1228, securing a peaceful treaty and the return of Jerusalem to Christian rule without significant bloodshed. The Battle of Ori was a decisive confrontation during the War of the Breton Succession on September 29, 1364, which was part of the larger Hundred Years' War. Anglo-Breton forces, led by John de Montfort and supported by England, defeated the Franco-Breton army, ending the conflict. The victory secured Montfort's claim to the Duchy of Brittany, and in 1365, the Treaty of Guérin confirmed his control. On September 29, 1789, the United States Department of War formally established a regular army with a modest force of a few hundred men. This was a significant moment in the development of the U.S. military following the American Revolutionary War, as the fledgling nation sought to maintain a standing army to defend its territory and interests. The Army's creation was foundational in the growth of the U.S. Armed Forces, which would later expand dramatically. The Metropolitan Police Service, commonly known as the Met, was founded on September 29, 1829, by then Home Secretary Sir Robert Peel. The Met was the first modern and organized police force, established to maintain law and order in London. Officers of the force became known as bobbies or peelers after Sir Robert Peel. The Battle of Paykozd, fought during the Hungarian Revolution of 1848 on September 29, 1848, was a stalemate between Hungarian and Croatian forces. Although inconclusive, the battle was significant as the first major military engagement in Hungary's fight for independence from the Austrian Empire. The revolution was part of the broader wave of uprisings across Europe in 1848, and it was a key moment in Hungary's struggle for greater autonomy and national rights. Blackpool, England, became home to the world's first practical public electric tramway, which began operating on September 29, 1885. This was a major milestone in public transportation and the development of electric-powered vehicles. The Blackpool tram system remains operational today and is one of the oldest electric tramways in the world. On September 29, 1907, the cornerstone of the Cathedral Church of St. Peter and St. Paul, commonly known as the Washington National Cathedral, was laid in Washington, D.C. The construction took over 80 years to complete, and the cathedral became a prominent symbol of American religious life and culture. It has hosted numerous significant national events, including state funerals and interfaith services. On September 29, 1911, Italy declared war on the Ottoman Empire, starting the Italo-Turkish War. The conflict was largely fought over control of Libya, which was then part of the Ottoman Empire. The war ended in 1912 with the Treaty of Lausanne, and Italy gained control of Libya, marking the beginning of European colonization in North Africa. In September 1918, as World War I dragged on and the situation became increasingly dire for the Central Powers, Germany's Supreme Army Command advised Kaiser Wilhelm II and Chancellor George Michaelis to seek an armistice on September 29, 1918. The war was rapidly turning against Germany, with Allied advances on the Western Front and widespread unrest at home. This led to the eventual armistice on November 11, 1918, marking the end of the war. The British Mandate for Palestine officially came into effect on September 29, 1923, following the collapse of the Ottoman Empire after World War I. This mandate, established by the League of Nations, placed Palestine under British administrative control, setting the stage for the complex political struggles over the region in the 20th century, particularly concerning the future establishment of Israel. The first ever American track and field championships for women took place on September 29, 1923. This event was a significant milestone in the history of women's sports in the United States, marking the growing acceptance and encouragement of female athletes in competitive athletics. On September 29, 1954, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, CERN, was officially established through a convention signed by 12 European nations. CERN has since become the world's leading research organization in particle physics, known for its discoveries, including the Higgs boson, and for housing the Large Hadron Collider, the world's largest and most powerful particle accelerator. The KYSHTYM disaster occurred on September 29, 1957, at the Mayak nuclear facility in the Soviet Union, making it the third worst nuclear accident in history. A radioactive explosion released a large amount of contamination into the environment. Although less known than Chernobyl or Fukushima, the disaster had severe long-term consequences for the region and its inhabitants. Japan formally established diplomatic relations with the People's Republic of China on September 29, 1972, ending official ties with the Republic of China, Taiwan. This was a major geopolitical shift during the Cold War, following U.S. President Nixon's visit to China earlier that year, and significantly influenced international relations in East Asia. wgpr-tv in Detroit, Michigan, became the first black-owned and operated television station in the United States on September 29, 1975. The station aired a variety of programs aimed at African American audiences, contributing to the diversification of media and providing a platform for black voices in television broadcasting. NASA launched the Space Shuttle Discovery on STS-26 on September 29, 1988, marking the first shuttle mission since the Challenger disaster in 1986. The successful launch restored confidence in NASA's Space Shuttle program and continued the agency's exploration and research efforts. On September 29, 2004, Burt Rutan's Spaceship One completed a successful spaceflight, part of a series required to win the Ansari X Prize. This private spacecraft's flight marked a major milestone in the development of commercial space travel, demonstrating that private industry could achieve manned spaceflight. The world's first commercial nuclear power station, Calder Hall, located in the United Kingdom, was demolished on September 29, 2007, in a controlled explosion. Calder Hall had been operational since 1956, contributing to the early development of nuclear energy for commercial electricity production. And there you have it, folks. A glimpse into today's past. I hope this journey through time has ignited your passion for history. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more captivating historical explorations. Until next time, keep those history books open.